Okay, welcome to Module 5. You guys are getting there. You're almost finished with this, believe it or not. This particular module focuses on building community within your online classroom, but also focuses on inclusionary tactics for all students. So this module for this particular cohort will stretch over 3 weeks because I built in a spring break module, a week off for spring break. So pretty much everything in this module will not be due for an extended period of time. So as you're looking at Module 5, Building Community, there are 3 assignments within this course, and they're highlighted there. And definitely view the materials before you get started, because that has a lot of information in there that will be really helpful on establishing trust, community, teaching presence, social presence, etc. And the first thing you have is 5.1, which is a discussion response. And this is really based around this article, the following research article, The Role of Community in Online Learning Success. And I think that based upon your experiences, you probably would expect that community tends to lead towards student success. We're definitely a community of learners in this class, and you guys have been doing a great job supporting and commenting and giving each other feedback. And this is from Merlot, Journal of Online Learning and Teaching, and it is dedicated to university students specifically, but there will be some useful information that will really help you. So definitely read that article and then respond to the 3 questions. So let me dive over to my slides here. So the objectives for this unit are, by the end of this module, you'll be able to use varied techniques to build community in your online class, and then identify methods for fostering inclusion in your environment. So again, there's 3 assignments. For 5.1, the initial post is due April 10th, and then the final responses are due April 15th. Note that there are 2 portfolio assignments in this module. So this one makes it a little bit more intense, but Module 6 will only have 1, and then Module 7 is really putting your portfolio together. So ultimately, this is a big one, but the good thing is it stretches out over 3 weeks in your spring break. Second is, so 5.2, creating presence with video, and then diagramming a professional learning network. Okay, so 5.2 and 5.3 will be in wiki projects. Let me jump over here. So 5.1 discussion, make sure you read that article, and then post your reaction to these questions that are posed. What might be some barriers that you might experience when trying to build community with students in grades 6 through 12? What are some techniques you might employ to overcome those barriers? And in your estimation, is a sense of community the greatest contributor to student success, or is there something else? So make sure you take care of that one. This is a pretty interesting discussion, and it's one I like a lot. The next one is one that you'll probably go, ah! You have to create a video. And the video doesn't have to be extended, but it doesn't have to be a video that establishes your instructor presence for the course. So, 3 things to think about. Create a video or a screencast that welcomes new students to your online course. Kind of like a, hey, get to know me. You're going to upload it to YouTube or Vimeo. Probably more familiar with YouTube. Vimeo is a similar sharing site. And share the link to the video with the class by embedding it in the assignment wiki project. And if you need some help on embedding, we'll touch on that briefly here. Please make sure your video is public and viewable without a login. So here's some tips for 5.2. You're already probably going, this is going to take me a long time. This will be the one that probably eats up a bit of time, but it's the one that probably has the most bearing because you can use it repeatedly in a course. So, if you don't have a video editor, you're not on a Mac and you don't have iMovie or something like that, there is Windows Movie Maker, but it's not the best unless you're running Windows 7 and running the most recent version of it. Older one is difficult to get files out of appropriately, so I'm not a big fan of it. But YouTube does have a video editor that you basically can upload your video clips to YouTube, and then edit them online. And so you basically go to this link, youtube.com/editor, and you get almost like Windows Movie Maker on the web. You get transitions, songs, access to Creative Commons clips, so clips that you can incorporate into your video, and it would automatically attribute. Title slides, and it's free. That's always helpful. I would also review what others have done. So with that, look at what is in, if you recall, in all of our sites here, we have a couple of things. We have 5.2 examples, and there's 2 examples that are in there to watch. And then over here under How to Earn Leading Edge Certification, on the right side of the page you have your example portfolio sites. If you open those up, you can see creating presence with video. And these are some examples of what people have done. Same thing with, I believe, Steve Politzer's. The module numbers might be slightly different because of some rearrangement, but this is really a video for this course, and these are people that have earned certification. So use these as kind of a roadmap to help you. Another tip, you can record directly to YouTube if you want to record a talking head video. So the link is www.youtube.com/my_webcam, and if you have a webcam on your computer, your laptop, it'll pick that up, and then you can record directly to YouTube and then pull that into the editor. So you could combine some headshot clips of you welcoming yourself to the students of the class with some other videos and things like that. The only thing you can't do with the YouTube editor, just as a caveat, is you can't import pictures. But you could, well, you'd have to have another movie editor, but you can't import pictures directly. That's the only downside to it at this point. One of the things you want to make sure is you look at the rubric for the thing. I mean, the rubric is not, it's pretty straightforward. Make sure your video is organized, has a logical progression through the video, and the message and purpose of the video is clear. Welcome to my class. Use elements or hooks that engage the viewer. So some ideas for that might be, you may have seen the videos where people have music playing and they have slides going back and forth, or I'm sorry, pieces of paper that they're throwing off to the side, and there are different videos like that. But the goal is to be creative and have fun with it. You know, it's one of those ones you don't want to get stressed out about, even if you've never made movies before. It'll take a bit of time, but you've got to go through the process of doing this, and this is one I'm happy to help people with. Guide you some resources. There's some excellent online sites out there that'll help you if you've never created a video before, and they'll step you through the sequences. Oops, let me jump back here. Okay, the last one is diagramming a professional learning network, also known as a PLN. So with this, you're going to do several activities. Read these assignments. Read this article, and then go to this website, the Educator's PLN. Check that out. It gives you an example. Explore the Leading Edge certification site. After you complete this cohort, you'll actually successfully complete the portfolio. You'll be added to the NEAT. So you have the opportunity to participate there. Look through all of these different things, and then also sample diagrams. And then the final thing is putting it together. Using a diagramming method of your choice, create a diagram that shows the tools and activities that you might use to build your personal learning network. And then you're going to post that for us to see. And with that, what I would suggest is taking a look at some of the examples that are in here, in the portfolios specifically. And you can see some examples of what people have done. So here's a good example by Jenny Thomas. She talks about social networks, sites, tools, those types of things. And another one is Steve. Let's go to, there we go. and here's one he did. So my suggestion is take a look at what some of these other people are doing. And he used MindMeister, by the way, so that's if you want to check that out, mindmeister.com. And demonstrate your personal learning network and how you learn, whether it's people on the web, on sites, friends, those types of things. So have fun with it. This is really just a demonstration of the different ways you learn and share resources with other people and how you can build a network on the web. So go through that. It should have 3 or more categories, and so make sure you look at the examples that have been done. So questions. Make sure you post to the general discussion forum. I'll be answering questions. I know you guys are on break, but I'm not. My spring break is my spring break is this week. And I will probably not be responding during the daytime, but I will be responding in the evening after the kiddos go to bed. We are taking a little mini vacation, but I'm definitely responsive, and I'll make sure to answer any questions you may have. Again, always available if you want to chat by phone or Skype. Take advantage of it. So give me a ring, and we'll schedule a call and go from there. By the way, my iPhone died out of the blue, so it'll probably go straight to voicemail. But I will get the voicemail. I'll just have to call you back from a different phone number. All right, the perils of technology. Anyways, good luck with Module 5. Again, if you have questions, make sure that you review the resources available, and then I will be available to answer any questions that any people have. I appreciate you guys. You guys are doing a fantastic job, and again, you're almost to the end. It'll be here before we know it.